are watching 2 Plus U Nevada, and I'm so excited to have Julia Lapham back in studio today. Of course, the Senior Coordinator of Recruitment and Outreach for the University of Nevada, Reno's College of Engineering. Julia, thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me again.
So we had you here earlier, and throughout the discussion, I was learning how much you are doing for our youth in the community, doing outreach to make college accessible, to make the word engineering interesting to students in STEM and STEAM programs, but also just in any school whatsoever. And now you've got summer camps to talk about.
Yeah, we're so excited. We're getting ready for them to launch registration February 1st at 8 a.m. We're going to have 5 different summer camps this summer. We're going to have 2 for middle school students and 3 for high school students.
And it's crazy that we're talking about summer camps right now, but if you're not planning ahead, trust me, you need to register for whatever summer camp you're thinking of really in the spring. And so you said that these camp registrations open in February. That's why we're talking about it now, so that you can start thinking about what kind of summer camps you have. And you said that there are 2 middle school camps. Yeah. So let me ask you, with these middle school camps, can children who just completed 5th grade and who will be entering 6th grade, do they qualify for this type of summer camp?
They absolutely do. Yes.
Okay, wonderful. And what are the middle school summer camps?
Yes. So for this summer, we're going to have an introductory engineering middle school camp. So they're going to learn about the engineering design process. They're going to get to learn more about all of the different majors that we have in our college and do a lot of hands-on activities. And then for our second camp, it's a brand new camp this year. We're doing inventions and innovations. We're so excited. As a lot of people know, in Reno, there are so many small businesses and entrepreneurs, and we really want to play along with that goal of our city. And so this camp will have a lot of focus on entrepreneurship. We're working with our Small Business Development Center. We're going to be actually having them do a Shark Tank pitch style project throughout the week.
I love that. I love that. Okay, so you've got the one which is kind of engineering everywhere. It's more of an overview, because if you hear the word engineer, there are lots of different types of engineers. So you're going to be going through where engineering is in our community. Is that what it's going to be?
Yes. So we're going to be talking about, for example, our chemical engineering program, and then they're going to be doing some tie-dye activities to show how, we're trying to help them connect these simple activities in their day-to-day lives with what engineering actually is, because it's in all of the things we see in our community.
Right. Oh, I love that. And then engineering design process.
Yeah, that's kind of like the scientific method. It is where, engineers are going in, they're coming up with an idea, and then they're actually developing that idea, testing out that idea, and seeing if it's feasible. And so we're helping these kiddos understand that to be an engineer means you're going to be doing a lot of trial and error, and that's a fun thing. That's an exciting thing.
Absolutely. They love that for sure. Okay, and then the high school camps. There are 2 that are 5 days, and then you have high school camps that are mini high school camps that are 2 days.
Yes, we are starting this 2-day camp for the first time this summer. It's going to be an aerospace engineering theme.
Wow.
Yes. So we know that aerospace engineering is really up and coming right now, and in our university, we actually started an aerospace engineering major this past fall.
We had the engineering club and your aerospace engineering professor on this show earlier when our show first started.
Yes, they are phenomenal. They're going to be heavily involved, actually, that club and that Professor Dr. Aditya Nair. So we're really excited to be developing this.
That is so cool. Okay, so that one, the 2-day one, that is specific to aerospace. Let's go into the other high school camps, Engineering Adventures. What is that one?
Engineering Adventures is essentially each day for the first half of the day, we're going to be talking about our different majors and then doing hands-on activities. And then in the afternoons, we're going on field trips to local organizations that represent that type of engineering.
Oh, cool.
Yes.
Okay. And then your other high school camp is Civil and Environmental Engineering. So explain what kids will see there.
Yes, so for that one, we work really closely with the civil engineering firm JUB Engineering, who's actually helping sponsor this camp. So we'll be working with them and our faculty to do hands-on civil experiments. So one thing we do is cure concrete canoes, which the Concrete Canoe Club on campus is a huge deal. So we're getting them exposed to that, helping them understand what transportation is, right? Analytics of seeing our traffic flow. We're helping them. They'll actually get to do test driving in a modular system. It's really a cool camp if they have any interest in civil engineering, construction, or just architecture.
That's so neat. And this really helps children too, and when I say children, I mean young adults as well. This really helps them identify that, if they think they want to be an engineer and they go to these camps, it will help them kind of select which avenue they would like to go in.
That's the goal. I always tell students, you got to try it out. And even if you don't enjoy that type of engineering, now you know what might be a better fit for you. So you got to put yourself out there and see what civil engineering feels like, or aerospace, or any of the ones we offer.
Sure. And full disclosure, if your high schooler attends one of the high school camps, it doesn't help you get into the College of Engineering once you graduate, right?
No, it doesn't necessarily help you get into the college, but you're going to have familiarity with staff and current students on campus. We actually have had a student worker of ours who attended one of our camps when he was in high school,
that's
who
so cool.
is now in his master's program and is still working on our team supporting the program. So,
And that's what you want.
yes.
That's why you're doing this outreach. Okay, so where can people go to register? Again, registration opens in February 1st at 8 a.m.
Yes, ma'am. So they will be available on our website, our College of Engineering at the University of Nevada's outreach website. And if they just go into our K-12 program, summer camps is right there, and you can select and look at the dates for each camp, the costs for each camp, and some more of the details so that you can figure out which one will be best for your family.
And quickly, before we wrap up, I do want to say with the cost of these camps, scholarships are available. Is that information on your website as well?
Absolutely. They just need to get in contact with our coordinator of K-12 outreach, Paige Freese, and she will walk them through the whole process because, again, we want to make these camps as accessible to everyone as possible.
Julia, thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. You're watching 2 Plus U Nevada.